guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today I have a book tag video for you. I feel like my last video was about a really serious topic, so I thought I would do something fun, and I found this Harry Potter tag, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and I saved all the questions. I have them here on my computer, but I don't know who started this tag. I can't find the video that I watched. I didn't create this tag, somebody else did. If you know, please let me know, because I would love to link them down below, so so I can give them credit. You can probably notice from my voice, my allergies are acting up. Today is really warm, but because of my allergies, I don't feel like wearing a t-shirt. I think that I'm going to, I don't know, maybe get a cold or something. So yeah, you have to deal with all of this. Also, if I'm speaking slowly, it is because I bit the inside of my cheek yesterday while eating dinner, and it really hurt. So now I'm a little bit scared and I'm going to try and speak normally, but if I'm speaking slowly, that's why. I'm just really scared that I'll bite it again. Today, like I said, and as you can see from the title, is a Harry Potter tag. I've mentioned Harry Potter a couple of times. I never actually filmed a video about Harry Potter, and I really like Harry Potter, so I would like to do this. I'm going to show you my copies. I have all of them, so book 1 to book 7, and then Harry Potter the Cursed Child, even though we don't really consider Harry Potter and the Cursed Child to be part of the series, really, do we? I don't think so. So Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is actually a hardcover. I don't have many hardcovers, but this one is a hardcover, and I got it at the Word Lounge. As you can see, I have a stamp and everything. It's pretty official, guys. But I didn't sleep outside for 2 days like some people, just so I could be, ready for the launch. I pre-ordered my book. They did a couple of things, just pretending to be Harry Potter. I watched that. It was like 15-20 minutes long, and then I just got my book and left, so pretty cool. I'm going to read the questions and I'm going to talk about the books. I think this is going to be fun because I have some controversial opinions. At least I think so, so tell me if you agree with me or not. Question number 1, what's your favorite book? My favorite book, controversial right away, my favorite book is Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. As you can see from this book, like, look at it, it's just really used. The spine is completely broken, as you can see. I've read this book like 10 to 15 times, and I just love it, for a very specific reason. I'm not going to spoil anything, or I don't know, but I don't want to just tell you everything right away, otherwise I don't need the questions. But my favorite character is very present in this book. We get to know a lot about him, and I'm just here living for it. But I'm going to get back to this, okay? So stay tuned. Question number 2, what's your least favorite book? And again, I think this is a little bit controversial just because everybody loves the first book, and I love the first book. I don't have a book in the Harry Potter series that I hate, but the first book is just not the one. If I don't have anything to read and I feel like reading Harry Potter, but I'm not going to reread the series, because if I were, I would start with the first book, I would grab like either Order of the Phoenix or Prisoner of Azkaban or even Goblet of Fire. The Sorcerer's Stone, I really like it, but I would only read it if I'm rereading the series, which I did before. But yeah, I think I read this book like twice or 3 times maybe. It's just not the one that I'm going for. Question number 3, what's your favorite movie? And I have to say my favorite movie is Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm holding up the book because I don't have the film. Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite movie. I just really think it's really different from the first 2. Even the color scheme, I just really love that, they started changing things up, and also they look so much older, it's different. It's just like they're not preteens anymore. And also my favorite character is introduced here. So question number 4, what's your least favorite movie? And now this is controversial because I just said that The Order of the Phoenix is my favorite book, but it is in fact my least favorite movie. The movie is 2 hours long. Look at this book. My edition is 750 pages. Some editions go up to 800 pages, I think, or a little bit over 800 pages. And they just decided not include a bunch of important passages that just killed me, okay? So many things could have been included in that film. I was just so disappointed when I left the movies because I was hoping for, you know, the movie. Also, the one thing that really gets under my skin is when Harry is visiting Snape's memories in, you know, in the pensieve. I don't know if visiting is the correct term. And he sees James, Sirius, Remus, Peter, and all that. When I was reading the book, I thought it was going to be like a movie within a movie. The facial expressions and the way they look at each other and they look at somebody else, they're really described here. It's just so beautiful because you can really picture it. And then we get to the movie and they added those weird flashback effects and you can barely see them, and it's just like really fast. It's just a couple seconds. I was really disappointed. Also, about spoiler, Sirius's death, it was 3 seconds long, okay? And in the book, it takes you a while to digest what just happened. It took me like 20 seconds to realize that he was dead. And in the film, everything happens in like 3 seconds. Why? Why would you do that? It is just not appropriate at all, considering that that's Alfredo, if you can hear that. But I have the window open and he can't be here. That's just not appropriate because we're talking about one of the greatest characters in the series, and his death scene in the film was horrible. It was just horrible. Question number 5. If you could remake one of the movies, which one would you remake? Order of the Phoenix, obviously. I just told you that. Question number 6. What parts of the books/movies made you cry? And again, spoiler, Sirius's death, it's just, I cried my eyes out. I remember walking downstairs to the kitchen and my mom was just freaking out. I was just crying my eyes out saying the Sirius was dead, and my mom was like, who is Sirius? So yeah, it killed me. Even when I watched the film, it makes me really emotional. I'm already crying. No, I'm not. But it just makes me really emotional. And also Lupin's death, because I don't know why he had to die at all. I'm still upset about that. Question number 7. What would your Patronus be? I always thought it would be a cat, a monkey, or a wolf because those are my favorite animals. But I actually got a ghost hawk on Pottermore, so okay. I'm not unhappy. I think it's badass, but I was just not expecting it. Question number 8, favorite quote. And so I'm going to read it. It is from Order of the Phoenix. We've all got both light and dark inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are. I just love this quote. I love the person who said it. I just love everything about it. And I think it's true. I honestly think that this is just, yeah, spot on. What is your Hogwarts house? I'm a Ravenclaw, but on Pottermore, I had an account. I created an account on Pottermore and I was a Ravenclaw. But then I couldn't get my password back. I lost it. I couldn't get it back. So years later, I created a second account and now I'm a Slytherin. But I took the BuzzFeed test just to be sure, and I got Ravenclaw and Slytherin. So I guess those are my houses. Ravenclaw, maybe, and I have a little bit of Slytherin. My boyfriend says I have a lot of Slytherin in me. He is Gryffindor and Slytherin. Question number 10, favorite Weasley? I would say Ron. I like all the Weasley kids and the parents, Molly and Arthur. I don't like Ginny. Sorry about that. But I really love Ron, but I love Book Ron because he's so fun and sassy, and they just ruin him in the films. Question number 11, favorite villain. I think Voldemort is pretty spot on, but I was actually thinking about Lucius Malfoy just because I really love the aesthetic. You know, the platinum blonde hair, long blonde hair, the all black everything, you know, the cane, everything just is charming. So I think he's a great villain. At least aesthetically, he's a great villain. And I really like how his character developed, and he just, you know, he showed his true colors towards the end, and it was just like a little coward. Cat. Jason Isaacs did a great job with Lucius Malfoy. I love him. Question number 12. If you could meet a member of the cast, who would it be? 100% Gary Oldman. He played Sirius Black, but I love Gary Oldman. I've watched a lot of his films and I love him as an actor. And I also loved when I was watching the interviews, you know, backstage interviews, and he was just talking about he was just talking about, you know, acting and getting to know Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, and he just seems like a really down-to-earth person. If I could have a conversation with him, I think it would be really, really nice. But also Maggie Smith, for obvious reasons. She's amazing. So he won. My cat won and I let him in. I had to close the window. But it's okay. It's not that hot in here. Question number 13. Have you ever played any of the video games? And I did. I had a PS1 years ago and I had the Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets video game, but I never actually finished it because my PS1 was like secondhand, and yeah, it stopped working and then I couldn't get it fixed. Question number 14. Were you happy with the ending? I was happy with the ending. I had this fantasy, if Sirius was alive, he would be right there with them when they took James and Albus to the train station, and he would be there just like sort of as their grandpa and giving them, you know, last minute advice and just cracking jokes. And it really breaks my heart when I watch that scene and he's not there. But I really love that, and I think the ending was spot on. Question number 15. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon? And if you don't know, Richard Harris is the actor who played Dumbledore for the first 2 films, but then he passed away, and so he was replaced by Michael Gambon. And my cat is playing with the camera. You got your wish. As a key. There you go. So I think Richard Harris, aesthetically, he is Dumbledore. I just love the way he played Dumbledore in the first 2 films, but I don't think he could have, you know, keep it up in the following films for some reason. Maybe because I'm used to Michael Gambon, since we only had Richard Harris for 2 films. But I don't know. I think that even Michael Gambon, he did some things with the character that I'm not really a fan of. I don't have an answer for this one. Question number 16. Favorite Hogwarts class? And that would be History of Magic, which everybody hates, but I love history, so I'm sure that I would love that. Your favorite spell? Alohomora is a very useful spell because I never lost my keys, but I always forget to just get them from my bag before I reach the door. So I always have to stop, look for my keys, open the door. Alohomora would be great for me, you know, just because I'm that lazy. If you could bring a character back to life, who would it be? Do I really have to say? I mean, if you really had to die, this is important. If you really had to die for the sake of the story, and I understand that, at least, you know, just make it better, because he sort of, I don't know, he slipped, he tripped, he was just caught on that veil thing. I mean, why? This is Sirius Black. He's just so amazing. I think that we forget that he spent 12 years in Azkaban. Everybody thought that he had betrayed his best friend. Remus thought he was guilty, and then he gets out of Azkaban, or he sort of escapes Azkaban. He starts cracking jokes about madness with Remus, and Remus just lowering his wand like, you kidding? And he's just ready to fight. He never decided to just, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm going to run away and live my life. He never did that. He was there to fight on day 1. Sirius deserved better. I'm sorry. I'm done. Question number 19. Hallows or Horcruxes? I don't really know what I'm supposed to choose. I think Hallows? Hallows are bad as well, so I'm not sure. Horcruxes? I think the concept is really interesting, and I wish they had explored that concept a little bit more in the book. But I'm not sure what... I don't know. Hallows, maybe? You tell me. Question number 20. What does Harry Potter mean to you? And I don't know, commitment? No, in a good way, because, you know, I am committed to this series even today. Last year during the Christmas week, you know, we had a film on TV every day. There was sort of a Harry Potter marathon going on, and it was amazing. I loved it, and you know, we watched all the films, and I still find new things to focus on, and you know, I have more questions every time I watch the film. So I don't know, to me it just represents sort of commitment to the series. But at the same time, you know, it is part of me. I grew up with this. I read all of these books. I got these books for Christmas. I got these books for my birthday. It's just, to me, this was my whole thing. If I had a thing growing up, a brand, it would be Harry Potter. Even though I'm not one of those people that just, you know, buys everything Harry Potter theme. I don't have Harry Potter socks, sweaters, t-shirts, I don't know, stationery. I have a bookmark, one of those fancy Harry Potter themed bookmark, and I would love to have the magnet bookmarks because I think they're really, really cute. But I don't have any like merchandise. The only thing that I really want, it's the only thing, it's a Sirius Pop figure. I want a Sirius Pop figure so much, and I don't want him like out of Azkaban. I want the other one, in which he's wearing his like greenish velvet jacket, I believe. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the one that I want, and that's the only thing. Like, I'm not going to collect pop figures because they're too expensive and I'm not going to waste my money on that. But that's the only one that I want. I haven't found it yet here in Portugal. Might have to order it, but it is coming one day, eventually. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It is a little bit different from what I usually film, but I want to, you know, feel comfortable filming just anything that I feel like. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Comment down below, do you agree with me on some of the things that I mentioned? Who is your favorite character? When we start having a conversation about Harry Potter, everybody wants to know who's your favorite character. So who is your favorite character? Mine is Sirius Orion Black, and I'm still obsessed. After all these years, you know, after all this time, I'm still upset about his death. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.